Hello everybody, welcome back, or welcome to, probably welcome to my channel, because this is probably just like either the second or the third video that's going up. January wrap up, but I want to do these in kind of a different way. I want to do books I bought versus books that I read. House in the Cerulean Sea. Anytime I see cerulean written in a book, I automatically think about this book. I love this book. I gave it a 4.5, but I honestly think I'm gonna bump it up to a 5. I think about it all the time. I loved it. It was such a cute, it was just great, but I love this book, which is why I bought it. So I bought this one, Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. I bought this. Also got going on with my TJ Klune, because apparently I'm obsessed with him even though I've only read one book. But I got In the Lives of Puppets. I don't know anything about this book. And then I am also part of the Book of the Month subscription, so I got 2 books from Book of the Month. I have The Fury, and I also have Only If You're Lucky. And I also bought The Hurricane Ward, the final 2 books that I bought this month. Books that I've already read. The Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I got the hardcover of Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I also got the hardcover of The Ballad of Never After. But those are the books that I bought this month. I thought it would be fun to show the books that I bought versus the books that I actually read off my physical TBR, so then I can keep track of what I'm doing. I do want to do like TBR videos, like I'll do a February TBR for February, but I didn't do one for January on YouTube. I do have a book account on Instagram where I did post one, so I guess I'll just like do a little rundown of the books that I did want to read this month that I did not get to. We're gonna get into this right away. Without further ado, here are the books that I wanted to read in January, and we'll go over what I got to and what I didn't get to. We're gonna start with the books that I put on my TBR for January. We'll start with what I didn't read. First, I wanted to read Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I just didn't get to this. I really do want to read it very soon, so I think I am going to put out my February TBR and hopefully I'll get to it. And then the next book is actually a DNF that I had, A Winter in New York. I did start it, not even page like 30 or something, and I just like already didn't like the vibes of this. It was going to be miscommunication, and like I didn't like the female main character at all. I didn't like the plot. And I was literally less than 30 pages in, so I just immediately put this down and I was not going to pick it back up. And then another book that I really wanted to get to was Sorcery of Thorns, and I just, again, didn't get to it. I am really excited to get to this. And then I wanted to read Renegades this month. I honestly just didn't pick it up. I really wanted to read Never by Jessa Hastings, but I'm so scared of this book because honestly I haven't seen great things about it, so I just keep putting it off, which is not great, but I do want to get to this soon and form my own opinion because I could like it. I could. So, and I love Jessa Hastings. Now we're moving on to books that I did read that was on my TBR. I read Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, and I really enjoyed this. I gave it a 3.75 star. It wasn't nearly as good as Divine Rivals for me. It was more slow paced. And I mean, Divine Rivals was also slow for me, but like in a good way. This was kind of slow in like the way that like I didn't really want to pick it up. I highlighted so many beautiful quotes. Rebecca Ross has a beautiful writing style, but I still had a really good time with it. I would highly recommend reading Divine Rivals and then obviously following up with this, but the ending was good. It tied together. I was happy with it, so it wasn't anything remarkable, but it was still a great read and I really enjoyed myself. I read Better Than the Movies on audio. I think I rated this at 3.5. This was super cute. I absolutely loved Wes, but I did not really like Liz in this book. I just found her a little bit annoying and like pretty immature, and I didn't like the whole plot of her like lying all the time over like stuff like that she really didn't need to lie about. But male main character was adorable. I loved his character. He was funny and he was nice and sweet. So this was fun. 3.5. Had a good time. It was a fast read, fluffy and easy and wholesome, so That was good. And I started reading Loath to Love You. I read 2 of the novellas in here. This is a compilation of 3 novellas by Ali Hazelwood. I rated the first one, Under One Roof, 4 stars. I had a really good time with it. I was definitely surprised. It was only 122 pages. I read it physically. And I just had the best time. I was kicking my feet. The banter was great. There was lots of tension. I had a great time. And then the second one, Stuck With You, fell a bit flat for me. I didn't enjoy that one nearly as much, so I gave it a 2.5. It just was like a one-night stand type of thing, but like it wasn't supposed to be a one-night stand, and it was kind of like insta-lovey. The first one didn't feel insta-lovey to me. It felt like very like, the build-up was great, so that's this. I enjoyed myself. They're fun, they're short, and easy to read, so. Red String Theory by Lauren Kung Jessen. I loved this book. It was so cute. I rated it a 4 stars. I have nothing to complain about. It was just a cute, wholesome, great communication, healthy relationship, very easy read, but it also was like the story and the plot were fun to follow. I had a really great time reading it. I highly recommend this. Rated a 4 stars. Such a fun time. And then I read Betting on You by Lynn Painter, which was my only 5-star read of the month. I devoured this in 2 sittings. I absolutely adored it. I loved the main characters. I loved the story plot. I loved all the tropes in it. I just had the best time reading this for no reason. Like, I don't know what was going on, but everything about this book was making me giggle. It like hurt my heart to read at some parts because it was so emotional. Which is so funny because like I typically don't love a young adult romance, and I haven't rated any young adult romances 5 stars, but something about this one, and that's that. I literally don't know what happened, but fell in love with this book, so that was really cool. Now we're gonna go into the books that I read that I don't own. So I read Dark Places by Gillian, is it Gillian or Gillian? I don't know, Flynn, the same author as Sharp Objects and Gone Girl. And I rated this book a 2.5. It fell really flat for me. I didn't really enjoy it. Like, the start of it was really fun and cool, and I was really interested, and then it just like kept going downhill from there. Like, without spoiling anything, I just feel like it was super repetitive and like wasn't much of a thrill going on, and like the ending was just underwhelming and not what I wanted to happen. And I also read Air Awakens by Elise Kova. And I had such a fun time reading that book. I think I rated it a 3.5, and I had it on audio. I just had a good time. Like, it was an easy read. It was easy to comprehend. I liked the like politics and the like world building that was going on. It was super simple to understand, but also like intriguing, and I wanted to read more. And I also read Fire Falling, which is the second book in that series. This one was even more fun. I rated this one a 4 stars. I had a great time. It was more like war and like action packed, which I enjoy more in fantasies because then it like keeps me on my toes, and it's not like there were no boring parts of it. The end of Fire Falling was insane. Total cliffhanger. I already started the 3rd one. And then I also read With Any Luck by Ashley Poston. It was super cute. I rated it a 3 stars. I had so much fun with it. It was literally like 40 pages or something. So I read it really fast, but it was so fun. I think that's all of the books that I read this month. So I was able to read 10 books this month, which is great. Not all of them are on my TBR, but that's okay. Those are all the books that I've read, books I bought, and my January TBR that I didn't read at all. I'm going to talk about my current reads, because obviously I started them in January and I'm not going to finish them. Current reads, I am currently reading the last novella in this book. This is the one that I thought I was going to be able to finish tonight, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. And then the other book that I am in the middle of, well, not in the middle of, I'm literally 76 pages into this, is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I'm having a great time with this. I'm excited to finish it in February. These are my 2 current reads, my physical 2 current reads, and then I'm reading the 3rd book in Air Awakens called Earth's End on audio. And I'm having a great time with that one. Thank you guys for watching this video. I had so much fun filming it and so much fun seeing the books I bought versus the books that I've read. And I definitely want to make a different progress for next month. But I'll be posting my February TBR after this video, I believe. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching.